excited about the weather? Me too. Whenever it gets really warm out, I get horny. That's right. Yes, I love being horny. It's the thing that makes me feel most like a mammal is when it becomes spring. I'm just like, I'm literally ready to hump anybody. Do you guys know what I mean? It is, it's very true, although I will say, like, every doctor I've ever been to has told me this medication is probably going to curb your sex drive. And every time I'm like, from your lips to my tits, or whatever the expression is, you know what I mean? Because that's not true about me. It's never happening. I've never had that happen as a direct side effect. I'm a real Samantha. I don't know if that was clear so far. Yeah, so it feels a little bit inappropriate to be sort of horny at the end of the world. It feels a little inappropriate to constantly just be like, having all my friends be like, yeah, we're imminently in nuclear war, like in 2 years we're all gonna go to battle for water, you know what I mean? AI has us all at gunpoint. And I'm like, perhaps the solution is if we all kissed. Yeah, what if has anybody thought about that? Any scientists on that? Yeah, it's inappropriate, I will say that for sure. It's pretty tough now to have friends with kids, because I think in the past, when your friends have kids, you're like, I hope this is a normal kid, you know what I mean? I hope he doesn't have a peanut allergy or whatever it is. And now it's deeply like, God, I hope there's enough water left for when Ruth goes to college. I hope. Yeah, and yeah, you guys, I have friends with a baby named Ruth, okay? I'm gay. We don't do things the right way. We do weird stuff. I'm not making it through the end of society. I couldn't even listen to my doctor when she told me to stop wearing heels for 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? That's me being a Carrie. Okay, everyone. Anybody here not from Chicago? All right, a couple. Okay. I like present. We are not from Chicago. Where are you guys from?
I'm from DC.
DC?
I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota? Okay. What about anybody else?
Ask her.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
From New York. Okay. Are you ready to chat with me specifically and no one else? Because I am from New Jersey. That might be clear based on how loud I am, but I am from New Jersey. And since moving to Chicago, something that I am getting a lot is, do you guys know when you move to Chicago, what's the first thing that people say to you? Crime. Crime, I'm worried about crime. We're so worried about crime. Crime in Chicago, crime, crime, crime. Everybody's so worried about crime. And to that I say, I'm not worried about getting robbed, because it already happened to me. I already lived that experience. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of a rite of passage. After like 4 or 5 years in a city, you do have to just get robbed. It just like happens that way. It's okay. My robbery is kind of a classic tale, if you will. And it's okay. We can all laugh about it. I did get robbed by Second City. They stole $1,200 from me in exchange for improv classes. I'm still really traumatized by it. The body does keep score. Do you know what I mean? Anytime I see a white guy with a well-meaning disposition and a backpack, I'm like, that fucker is gonna zip zap or zop at me. And I crouch down, I hide. And yeah, if anybody is looking for a suggestion, if any improviser is looking for a suggestion, here's a suggestion. Get a job with dental. That's my only suggestion. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Okay, great. Pretty interesting also that tone shift, that improv comedians get more training than ICE agents. Isn't that interesting? It's pretty cool. You need more training to stand on this stage in front of, I'll be honest, when Liz isn't performing, it's usually like 10 people. You know what I mean? You need more training to do that. Anyway, yeah, if anybody is worried, is anybody like kind of nervous politically? Let me see some clapping. Okay. Have any of you considered giving $35 to Cory Booker? Because he texts me every single day. So if anybody needs a solution, he's got one for you. Okay, great. Couple more things really quick. I have GERD and IBS. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it hurts to drink water sometimes. Thank you. It is a bummer. It is from doing a lot of drinking in my 20s. Tequila, coffee, Adderall, anxiety. The 4 horsemen of your 20s, right? A lot of bad stuff going on in here. But it is nice that I now, because I have GERD, I like finally have something in common with my stepdad. It's nice that we have that in common, you know what I mean? Otherwise, we don't really have a lot to share. We just like both take Omeprazole in the morning and we both love lesbian porn. Okay, couple more things before I get the fuck out of here. Something that I really missed, something that I really loved was the era when people were saying, and Liz's friends are hot, so I feel like you guys will get this. Hot girls have tummy issues. Hot girls have tummy issues. Who remembers this? Who remembers this? It's kind of on its way out, but I'm obsessed with it. I'm addicted to it. because I love the idea that, like, first of all, that we're infantilizing women's pain. You know what I mean? Love that. Classic. And second of all, I'm a little worried about our hot girl friends. Do you know what I mean? They're like, hot girls with tummy issues are not sort of like having gas. They're sort of like, if I eat dairy, I shit blood. And I'm like, that's not a tummy issue. You know what I mean? That's something very different. You have to go to a doctor. Hot girls don't have tummy issues. They have anxiety disorders and maybe colitis. You need to go to the ER. Every hot girl in this room, no one look at them, look at me. Every hot girl in this room has been to a brunch where they go to the bathroom, their intestines leave their body. They experience ego death to the highest caliber. And they come back looking pale, sweaty, and are just like, no, it's fine. I had bread last week, so I kind of like did this to myself. You're like, go to the doctor, girl.